discussed this, he was met with a lot of pushback from the executives at Lucasfilm, who said, "It's a distraction. We're not in the restoration business." They believed the real money would be in making more Star Wars films, not only from the box office sales, but the toy deals, marketing, video games, and licensing agreements. There were millions, if not billions, to be made with more Star Wars films. The executives of Lucasfilm and many of the employees were reluctant at the time to remaster the original Star Wars films, but Lucas saw this as an opportunity to form the movies the way he originally envisioned them. This led to a standoff between Lucas and the employees at Lucasfilm and ILM. Employees at ILM opened up a billing account for the restoration and started to charge for all the time they spent on the project, which they truly felt was a waste of money and resources. Of course, no one at Lucasfilm felt like it was their place to tell the boss how they really felt about his project. And the Skywalker
tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Lucas naturally.
We'll see Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Jameis Winston and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
For the Chargers.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw. And his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
Oh my goodness.
And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Oh, boy.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action. Winston.
Oh my God.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jameis Winston. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
Exactly. It puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season,
this is taken in. It's complete. Samuel, 76 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for the seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Samuels. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
Tell a story before Luke, before Han, before Leia.
Wait, what?
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Well, it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Allen, nifty footwork. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man is Samuel, complete. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Herbert back to the air. Escape. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the the Chargers have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see in the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Steelers first down.
From the gun, Winston. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. Got an open man, it's Washington. And look at this, big game. And picked up by the Chargers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Recovered by the Chargers.
At the turn of the 21st century, fans and critics alike felt that Lucas had lost touch with his galaxy far, far away. The optimism of Star Wars faded.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. It's caught. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Damn it. Get the fucking wrong button again.
Starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Running to start the drive is Samuels.
Oh my God.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Here's Winston.
Bruh.
Picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Now Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Winston. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that would deny him a shot at 3.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that went quite well for the defense.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down.
Winston.
Oh, I knew it.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
No!
Look at this. Big
Jesus.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
There's Winston. He's caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Pittsburgh
throwing. Winston. Ebron with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll set him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Winston now. Short little throw to Ebron. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Samuels, the ball carrier. He's brought down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too.
Bruh.
Pick up the first. And now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Defense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, Winston. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jalen Samuels who closed it out with a touchdown run.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
20-yard line.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Herbert, flush to his right. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Taking a shot for Sanders.
Bro.
That's going to be incomplete.
Put it down, yeah.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 32 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston completing it to the right side. Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Steelers 14.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Lines up and lets it go for Super.
Bruh.
And unable to connect. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And the Steelers first down.
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
From the 39, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Samuels. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Oh, queda Chihuahua.
On third down, Winston. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's Eckler again. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Herbert eluding the pressure. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A first down throw for Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that that's going to lead to a third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hand, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Herbert lines up and lets it go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And not much of the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Winston. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
1-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Deontay Johnson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Again, it's Winston. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To the air again with Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. The penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now he's forced out right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Chargers. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
And Winston lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And at this stage, down. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Samuels with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that. Deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
24.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Once more, here's Eckler. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Tonight,
a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So, for the Chargers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to